Tilly, can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. I just love your flashy ways. That's why you're so paid in this, so bro. Yeah, bam. Booyaka, booyaka.
What? Could you do that again?
What? Wait, what?
Could you do that again?
No! No, you freak, no!
Please? Please?
Catch me, I'm glad you're doing okay. Hey, you got a repair kit?
No, I don't, sorry.
Your nails make you look soulless.
I am soulless.
Empty on the inside, huh?
Yep.
Me too,
Carmine.
me too.
Oh yeah.
Hey!
I don't fuck with Carmine
Freaking
either.
everywhere.
Hey, aspirin.
Hi.
Inventory tube.
Are you turning yourself in?
For what?
Your warrant?
All right, Carmine, put your hands behind your back.
Carmine, get out of here!
Bruh.
He's on the foot, he's running.
Carmine.
Bro, this is not it. This is fucked up. Bro, I'm just trying to live my life, dude. Why? Can you tell me what the warrant's for?
You have a warrant, bitch.
What did I do? What did I do?
I'm gonna
Talk to
tackle
me.
you.
Talk to me. Talk to me. Use words. Use words. What did I do?
Well,
What
why are
did I
you
do?
running? We were gonna talk to you. Okay, ready?
No, you were. You're
Give
gonna
me your
arrest me.
hands.
No,
He's
bitch.
doing it right now.
Fuck you mean you ran?
Carmine Costello.
But what I do? What
Apparently
the
it's
hell?
a serious war.
A serious
Wait,
one?
no.
We're just to the south of
Doesn't
PD.
help,
Oh, so
Frank, does he have one?
my rights and sense of
Oh, shit.
my rights were
Oh, shit.
violated.
God.
So my rights were violated. So you guys are giving, I will be suing. You'll be hearing from my lawyer. You'll be hearing from my Ventura. Hello, this is my lawyer on the
Talk
phone.
to Frank.
You're fucked.
This is Frank's show.
Hey, pal.
Hey,
Frank, get out of your car.
Frank, what up?
Hey, Carmine. Yeah, I hate to break it to you, you have a warrant.
Apparently I don't.
No, you do. It's in the system. It's just, technically not approved.
So I'm arrested on a warrant that hasn't been approved.
It's in the
So
system, so it's a
so I
valid
don't.
warrant.
So no, it's not a valid warrant. It has to be
you-
approved. I know how this works. It's not the first time this fuck shit happened to me.
It is a hot gun.
A hot gun? Oh, hey, Ventura, I think Aspen just went to God.
Oh, no,
And
that
he
wasn't her.
just put an appointment with
They're
God.
testing ballistics on the roof.
Oh, really? They can do that?
Well, no other way too.
Listen, guys, I just had an expungement.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, I had an expungement. I'm not supposed to get any felonies. So,
Well,
if you're gonna arrest
getting a
me-
bunch.
You have a contempt of court charge.
yeah, that's a misdemeanor.
Yes, you're getting criminally negligent ownership of a firearm.
How?
Also, 2 counts of accessory to attempted murder and 2 counts of accessory to criminal use of a firearm.
What?
Yes, your gun was found in the possession of another person, and it was not reported stolen.
Oh, really? It was not reported
Yeah.
stolen.
Frank,
You sure about
we're
this?
gonna have to bring him into interrogation.
Yeah,
We
that's
did report it stolen.
Okay.
Yeah,
We
we
did.
have things to
Literally, we
Frank, you have
did.
things to talk with him
We
about.
reported it stolen with
Yeah.
Martha.
This whole
Don't say we.
situation.
I'm not involved in this.
We did though. We did report. Am I crazy? Am I crazy?
Fox was also.
Am I losing my mind? I might be crazy. Maybe I'm just delusional.
Oh, it's one side, Carmine.
Maybe I'm Delulu. I'm losing it, guys. I'm out of my mind. Zaza. I'm on that Percocet. I guess
I'll bring
I
him
did.
interrogation.
I guess I must have fucking, I don't know. I must have imagined it all.
All right, nothing illegal. So take your possessions.
Frank, man, you used to be co-workers, Frank.
Yeah, Carmine, but the law is the law. I'm gonna cuff you to the table.
But we're boys, Frank. We're boys. I remember that one time I took a bullet for you. Literally.
I'll be right back, Carmine.
Frank, I love you. Do you love me back? I ain't worried. Hey, does it look like I'm worried? Does it look like I'm worried? If I was worried, would I do this? If I was worried, would I? There's no way they get me. There's no way. It's crazy.
Yes.
I don't want to sit down. I'm nervous. Is anyone on the other side? Anyone there? You like what you see? You like this shit? Kill him. Can somebody match my freak? Can somebody match my freak? Can somebody match? You want to match my freak? You like what you see? Kill him. Like that. Boom, bop, bop, boom, bop, bop, boom, bop. This way you let me go.
I found a gun. No. Oh, listen, you have a warrant. It's 5 charges. It's criminally negligent ownership of a firearm, 2 counts of accessory to criminal use of a firearm, and 2 counts of attempted murder of a government employee, Carmine. Your gun has...
Oh, God. Oh, this is like a telenovela, huh? Shit. Strap me in. I'm here for the long haul. Take me on a ride, cowboy. Fuck me harder. Please.
Your gun was found on someone yesterday. And it wasn't reported stolen. So
that is crazy. That's crazy. You know what? I have a defense for this. You want to hear it?
Sure.
But no, though. But actually, but actually, no.
Carmine, would you like to take us to a? Would you?
No.
I'm assuming you would like to plead not guilty to these charges.
Frank, this is friendly fire, Frank. You need to stop.
It's not.
This is friendly fire, Frank. You can, Frank.
That would be a dereliction of my
in
job.
court yesterday, fucking going on a spiel about letter of the law, this is a spirit of the law moment. You know me, Frank. Would I actively help criminal motherfuckers get one up on you guys? I'm literally trying to be a cop. There is no motive for me to do that. Frank, I'm Frank, baby. Frank, sweetie. I'm on your team. I'm with Blue. Then Blue Line, Frank. Me and you. I got through in my application. Frank, I have an interview.
All you do is report your firearm stolen. This wouldn't have been an issue.
Frank, you're not gonna believe this, but I did. Frank, I did report it stolen. Sounds outrageous, right, that I did, but I did, Frank. I promise you I fucking did. Frank, I don't want to have to sue the cops for this. I don't want to sue home team. It's not a good look.
No, you don't have to.
I don't have to, and you don't have to do this either.
I mean, you can take it to a bench trial if you want, Carmine.
I'm not. If I take it to a bench trial and it goes tits up, then I have to throw in an appeal, and it's gonna take months. That means I gotta be out there on the streets with my enemies plotting on my downfall, praying I'm not gonna survive. I'm gonna get a gun planted on me. Something's gonna happen. I know it.
No, Carmine, that would never happen.
It happens all the time, Frank. You know this. I need to get into the police force as quick as possible, and this here is not a roadblock. This here is a brick wall that I cannot cross. I can't, Frank the Tank? When's the last time you heard someone call you Frank the Tank? I'm OG, man. Years back, man. Frank.
Carmine, this gun comes back to like 6 different incidents.
And I reported it stolen, I swear to you.
Listen, let me advise your rights before we talk anymore. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to attorney during questioning. You're not a foreign attorney woman for any by the state free of charge. When did you report the stolen?
What's the oldest charge on this?
Nope. That's not how this works, Carmine.
Well, I reported a gun stolen. I want a lawyer.
What?
I want a lawyer. I want a lawyer. I want a lawyer, Frank. I want a lawyer, Frank. You're making me nervous.
There's Slick Rick or Roman
Slick,
Atlas.
get me. Oh no, actually, get me. I need to talk. Get Slick. Get Slick. Get Slick.
He's on the phone. Let me check.
All right, text him.
It's on its way.
When you asked me which gun I reported stolen, are you talking about the most recent one?
I'm talking about any guns you've reported
I've
stolen.
reported a gun stolen like maybe 4 or 5 times over the span of like five months.
Okay.
That's not like crazy, right? A gun stolen a month isn't like crazy, especially in this city.
I mean, guns get stolen all the time.
All the time. Frank, you got stolen one time. You got stolen and you broke people out of prison.
Yeah, I didn't have a choice on that one.
Yeah. When do we ever? Wait, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Gatsby. They
What about
used
Gatsby?
her to put out the state announcement, right?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I'm not told that type of stuff.
Gatsby was kidnapped, and then moments later, there's a fucking state announcement that reads: C4 gang co-founder reveals the truth about Mir Max and Siobhan. Since when does the state gossip?
Yeah, someone probably held her up.
Yeah, they held her up, and then they forced her to drop that. I haven't watched it yet.
Hey, Frank.
Yeah.
Lawyer's
Slick,
here.
baby! Slick, fix this, Slick. Slick, fix this. Get me out of this, please.
Hey, Bobby says you're gonna plead life, right?
Hello,
Is this-
Carmine. It's Slick Rick with my legal aid, Bobby Charles.
Bobby said you're gonna plead guilty. Is you taking his advice?
No. It was a joke. He's not pleading guilty.
No, he's not pleading
Carmine,
guilty.
What the
All right, I'll let you
fuck?
talk with him for a minute, and then
What the fuck did you
just
do?
let me know when you like. We
No,
can
okay,
all, like,
Carmine.
Yeah, sounds good.
so.
Carmine, it's Jover.
The fuck did you do? They're trying to throw the book at you.
This
Carmine,
guy
it's
sounds like
Jover.
a fucking. This guy sounds like a chatter right now. It's crazy. Ain't nobody asked you. I called for Slick. I didn't call for your dumb ass.
I'm his
Legal
legal,
aid?
aid.
And
He's
guess
my
what?
legal aid.
I can dismiss you.
No, you
Hey,
can't.
yeah, I guess.
Oh, I can. I can. Slick, should I do it?
Okay,
I'm gonna
don't
do it.
Well,
Say
I mean, he
can.
technically
No,
can.
say I
He
can.
technically can.
Don't.
That's right, bitch. If
Yeah, I
you-
mean, like, look, I gotta do what's best for my client, so it's kind of like whatever he says, you know. It
I will
goes.
deny you this side quest. I get to drive the car for the rest of the day, right? Right?
Hey, yeah, I mean, if you don't get locked up for life.
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna walk out this place. But right, I'm gonna walk out of here, right?
It's a gun
Guy
that you
I
get
don't
it
know.
up,
It
so-
sounds like you're gonna be singing like
Carmine,
Akon soon.
I'm gonna tell you
And
this now.
Slick, bro, Slick.
Carmine,
Whose
if you
side
did
are
not-
you on?
If you do not report this gun stolen, you might be fucked.
Yeah, wait, did
gun
you
is it?
report these guns
I
stolen
did,
and
Bobby.
get a?
You were there yesterday with Martha. I reported it
Is that
stolen.
the gun?
Okay, did
you've,
you get
you've
a
had your gun
statement, though?
stolen multiple times.
Yeah, that was
Is
the
that the
latest
gun?
one. That was the latest one I reported stolen.
Did they write
But
it down?
have you
Do know if
reported
they-
every other gun stolen? This could be a
Listen.
gun,
Every
like,
time
from
a gun
while
is
ago.
stolen, I report it every time.
Okay.
There's never been a day where I've reported. For some reason, he can't find
What
the
about the one
records.
that Richard stole? What about the
Oh
one that Richard
fuck.
stole?
Okay.
I reported
about the
that.
one that
I
Richard
reported
stole?
that stolen too.
Okay.
I'm trying to think.
Let me
what other
let me go
guns?
talk to him.
I
Everything's
reported
been
the
reported?
Richard one, and I reported the
Zolo?
other one. Motherfucker, doing.
Don't. Hey, don't fucking throw my girlfriend's gang out there, okay?
You're so
I'll
stupid,
fucking
Bobby.
kill you all. I'll kill you all.
No, the gun that Zolo stole.
Oh, he didn't
Bobby, shut
steal
up! Stop
shit.
saying names. Just say it was stolen. Full stop.
No, I'm saying, did you report that one? Because I'm trying to see which guns you have reported
Yes,
stolen. that I
yes.
remember.
I reported
Well,
them
okay,
all.
how many guns have you got stolen so far?
A lot. A lot.
Okay.
A lot.
Listen, we
Jesus
reported it stolen.
Christ.
I don't know why he doesn't have the records. I reported a gun stolen literally yesterday early.
Did you just 911 it or did you?
No, I
like-
went over and I gave a report to Martha.
Oh shit. Okay. Let me go talk to this. Let me go talk to him.
They
Let
don't.
me- let me
I didn't
talk to
get
him.
like there was no serial numbers, but I did report a gun stolen literally a day ago.
Okay, let me go talk to him.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him when I reported. Just say I did though. Bobby, shut your fucking mouth. Do not ruin this for me. Bobby,
Good.
do not fucking ruin this for me.
Good news and bad news. Come over here.
What? Just say it in this corner. No one can hear us.
That is a gun. He's referring to a gun that has been stolen well over a month ago.
I reported it. I've been reporting all my guns stolen. If it surfaced over a month ago, I reported it a month ago.
Are you sure?
Yes,
you may
I-
have accidentally forgot something.
No, I've always reported my gun stolen.
Or you could have like got ocean dumped and like forgot about it, or somebody could have
No,
robbed you.
but
and
I've
then you
reported my gun stolen. If it's a gun stolen over a month ago, there's definitely a fucking report a month ago.
They have reports from 325, 64, and then 620. There's a fourth one that. Do you remember another time reporting and who you might have reported to a fourth time?
Every time a gun is stolen, I report it.
Okay, this one's from. Okay,
oh,
so
I think I know what it could have
But
been.
how can they prove? Listen, Slick. How can they prove the gun I reported stolen isn't the gun they have?
Because there
can't.
was a gun reported stolen on.
Yeah, March 25. They've retrieved that one. Okay, that one's good. And then they have June 4th. Haven't found that. June 20th. Haven't found that. But there's a shooting that dates back before June 4th. But then I'm wondering, how do they know that?
If it's before June 4th, then then it could be that gun that was stolen.
When
The 325 or-
did that gun get recovered?
Wait, how can they?
Okay, from what he explained it is that a casing is specific to a gun and a gun is specific to a person, right? So like if all three of us have a gun, no matter who shoots it, there's a casing that is tailored to that gun, and then that gun is tailored to a person. Does that make sense? That's how they
Okay,
know.
I have a question.
Wait. The
Right.
bullet casings, don't they come back to the bullets?
Well, he said, according to how things work in Los Santos, is that, it doesn't matter who shoots the bullet. The bullet,
No,
it's
but
tailored to that gun.
But the bullets, you go to a gun store, you buy the bullets, right?
Right.
They're
It doesn't
saying the
make
bullets
sense, but it's how it
used.
works.
They saying the bullets used in this crime were bullets stolen off of me.
Well, it's it's one of those weird things where no matter what bullet is in that gun, it goes back to that gun. I don't know how, because
Is it so?
I mean,
what if they're trying to argue that like when the bullets fired out of the gun, there's a certain pattern left behind on it, and that's how they know that bullet came out of that gun.
Well, okay.
I have a way we can go about this, by the way.
I also have another thing. Do you know what gun this is? Because what if this gun got stolen from you at the prison where it is lawless? You don't have the same duty or responsibility to report a
Think about
stolen
it like
gun in a
this.
prison where there are no
Is
laws.
there a time frame when to report a gun stolen? Because he reported a gun stolen on the 4th. That could be the same gun that got stolen. Who knows? On the 25th. Is there a certain time frame to report it stolen, or is it just report it stolen whenever you can?
Well,
What it's
so wait, so like you're saying like it could be the gun that was stolen on the 4th or the 20th?
I am fucking confused.
probably not, but we can just go with it.
He's saying that there was a shooting that took place like before that. So like after the March event and before the June event, there was a shooting. They got the casings, and now they have the gun, and they can match the casings or the characteristics of this gun to an event that happened in between.
Wait,
That-
how can
that
they
makes
press?
sense?
How can they press charges on me for shootings that happened over a month ago?
That is statute of limitations. You are correct.
Yeah, I'm trying
about
to.
that.
But I don't.
guess
I don't
it
even
depends
care
on
about.
when the last shooting happened. Because if a shooting just happened, then I think they have 30 days from the date of the last shooting.
Well, they got
Okay,
this
no,
gun
no.
off the street, so it doesn't even matter. The
I think
point
that we
of-
should think about
They got the gun
this.
off the street, so that there's a charge in itself. I don't want any charges, though.
I think that we should think about it like this.
I didn't give them. Listen, I didn't give them any serial numbers. So, is there not a time I reported a gun stolen that lines up with this gun being used?
Let's think about it like this. Is it illegal? What is it saying in the legislation to report a gun stolen? Is there a time frame? You could have just said,
look.
I don't know, a lot of stuff happened in that time frame, and he reported
I
stolen
can't
on the
remember.
4th.
I can't
Yeah,
remember.
I know you can't remember. But let's say that this isn't the gun. I don't think there's anything in the legislation that specifically gives you a time frame of when to report a gun stolen, because you reported a gun stolen just so it was verified that it was stolen.
The weapons license guidelines don't even fucking reference it.
Yeah, you know how it is. Spirit of the law, though. You saw that Soze
Yeah, I
case.
know.
Letter of the law, spirit of the law.
Maybe let me look at criminally negligent ownership and see if it specifies. I mean, it doesn't give a time frame on the charge. It says any person who has a civilian weapon and has their gun stolen must report it to a person, a member of PD or dispatch, and ensure it was documented in writing. It doesn't give a time frame. The thing is like, even if you didn't give, like, the way it works is like any bullet comes back to a gun, any gun comes back to the person that bought it.
Okay, I get it. It's probably like
I have an idea.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
It's like a weird
Just-
thing.
Why are they not eating up the fact that I've reported a gun stolen? And how do they prove that the gun they just found isn't that gun I reported stolen? I don't see how they can connect those two dots. Is it the dates? How they line up?
Because the gun shoots out a bullet casing,
What
and
are
the
you
bullet
saying?
casing goes back to a specific gun.
Yeah. So like, okay, so like, put it this way, right? Timeline wise, the 325 gun from March was found in May. That like, you're good on that one, right? Okay, there was a shooting that took place, I don't know, sometime between March and June. That doesn't tie back to that earlier gun. So it can't be the gun you reported stolen unless you reported it stolen later.
There's no reports for March or June.
So, okay, are you trying to say that, like, the gun you reported stolen June 4th, you may have reported it stolen a little late and it could have therefore been used, like, you know, before that?
What if I just say I was in the ICU? Okay, find out when whichever gun report was closest to those dates. See how many days
Okay.
apart they are, and then we'll.
Because yeah, the June 4th and June 20th guns are technically. Oh fuck! But here's the problem. When you buy that gun, the state may get a identifier.
No, they don't. They don't. They need the serial number. The only thing they have is my ID. They don't know which particular gun it
Okay,
is. All they
okay.
know is that it belonged to me. All the guns that I have had
Okay.
stolen, none of them have like individual identifiers separating them from each other.
Okay, let me go.
And
ask
they
them.
don't have that, so I don't know how they fucking push this.
Yeah, this is okay. Let me go ask. I think we should try to bench trial it because the June 4 gun. Okay, the thing. Okay, the gun in question that they're trying to charge you with. The first incident happened May 14th, or no, sorry, May 17th. I think one or the other. It's 2 weeks before you reported 2 or 3 weeks before you reported a gun stolen on the 4th. He can't say for certainty that it wasn't that gun. But what he can say is that he's going to still try to push that you were negligent for not reporting that gun within 2 to 3 weeks. But there's nothing in the penal code that says you need to report a gun stolen by this number of days.
Yeah, but you know what the judge is going to say? Spirit of the law.
Okay,
know.
wait. So May 17th, right? That's when they got the shooting.
That's shit. There's like 6 or 7 shootings with this gun, but that was the first time that gun had been used.
Remember, what
So
happened on
the
the
first time
17th?
it was used was May 17th, right?
Yeah.
How?
That was during the Civil War.
So I just got it. So, and there's not been a single time I reported a gun stolen before then.
No, during the 17th, that was the Civil War. I remember that.
So you did this to me, Bobby. This is all your fault.
I did not do this to you.
Yeah, you did this,
But I'm
Bobby.
pretty sure the 17th lines up with the Civil War timeline.
So yeah, you did this. This is when those fuckers besties came in.
Oh,
Ming.
Carmine, I am.
Yeah, this is your fault.
I'm
I'm
still
glad
gonna
we got to
remember
the
you
bottom
when
of
I
whose
get a
fault it
badge.
was. I'm glad
Still
we
gonna
got
remember
to
you when I get a badge. I'm still
Stop
gonna
it. Are you
remember
gonna grief
Carmine.
me now? Of all times. Don't grief me now, bitch. Shut up. Slick,
I think we can make this go away. Let's call up the assistant chief.
Don't listen to him. Slick, the 17th.
The best you could do is try to appeal it and say that you were ICU'd.
Is there a gun reported stolen before the 17th?
Yeah, it's the March 25th gun, but that was recovered.
And there's no other reported stolen before that? No guns reported stolen before that?
Nothing.
There's just
Literally,
one?
yeah, just March 25, June 4, and June 20. That's
okay,
all they have.
here's what I'm
I
gonna
think
do.
that
Here's
we
what
can
I'm gonna
get-
do.
I think we can get the felonies off.
On May 17th, I reported my gun stolen to Officer Aziz.
Oh shit. Okay.
But
Wait,
first,
did
I
he-
want to.
Wait, hold on. What did he died on the 21st, right?
I think so.
Oh shit.
He didn't die
Wait,
in
this could
Civil War.
work.
He died after the Civil War.
Wait, this could work. Wait, this actually could work.
Well, just say I reported it to Aziz, and Cornwood was there too.
Okay.
Cornwood's a forgetful motherfucker, right?
Yeah. Okay.
No, I
Okay.
told Cornwood. Cornwood told me to go tell the receptionist, and I told Aziz, and Aziz said he did it.
Okay.
We just gotta make sure Aziz was not dead then. Was he not dead? Was he not dead?
I think he died on the 21st. Let me double check. Okay, he died May 21st or the 22nd. One of those two.
All right, 17th, he was alive and kicking.
Yeah. And then shit was popping off, so maybe he wouldn't have had time to finish the report.
I'll say
And he's not here, so we can't question him.
I'll say I reported a gun stolen to him around the at the 10th, around like early May.
Okay. I think we can knock a lot of this
Tell him
down.
I don't know exactly what day, but I recall early May. I was at the prison. It got stolen. I went to the. I'm not gonna give him an exact date. But we did. I'll say I did report a gun stolen then.
Hear me out.
Okay.
What are the charges he's facing again?
Criminally negligent ownership of a gun.
That's a
plus-
misdemeanor.
No. It's a felony.
That's a felony? It used to be a misdemeanor 5 years ago. I got hit with that shit like
yeah,
3
it's
times.
38 months, $6,000.
Criminal
yeah.
negligence?
And then
That's a felony?
they're charging. I don't remember the exact charges, but whatever the most recent crime was
accessory,
within
yeah.
statute, you can be accessory to everything that happened.
And if this goes to court, I want you to hammer in the fact that I report guns stolen all the time.
Okay, it's just okay.
And
I'm gonna tell
if
him.
it goes to court, another angle is I worked at the prison. People always came after us. We were targeted.
Yeah, well, that was part of my argument was that, well, what if it got?
I think we get the assistant chief to drop all charges.
No.
Wait. What if we say that you got the gun reported in prison, which one, to your knowledge, was lawless? Same laws don't
in
apply.
case that doesn't work, I don't
But
want to
then
fall
you
on
can
it.
did
report-
no, but
you
then
can
you
report
still
via
reported it
911.
Yes,
anyway to
perfect.
Aziz.
Perfect. Yes.
You can
that
report
works.
via
Cornwood.
911s, by the way.
Yeah.
No, you can't. I was told you had
Yes,
to
you
do it
can.
in person.
No. That is a lie. That is a lie. You
Well,
can
the
report via
charge
911.
does say you have to report it to a member of PD or dispatch. No, you have to report it in person.
Yeah,
Are
I
you
did that.
serious?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
have
they
to.
changed it. They changed
See,
it.
Bob,
They
you
changed
trying to
it.
get me a fucking felony, you dumb
It used to
bitch.
be 911.
Nah,
No,
we
it's
did it. I
different
always
now.
do it in
It's
person.
different because they don't even monitor that shit because they're dumb fucks that don't look at it. Okay, this is what we're gonna say. So we have multiple layers, right?
We can plead down the line.
You got it stolen in prison, which is a lawless land, but because you're a good person, you reported it to
Early
Aziz
May.
anyway. You report it to Aziz and Cornwood,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's gonna be like, well, and then we'll go to bench trial.
And before that, I want to appeal to him. I know Frank.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and appeal
Do you want
to
me
him
to just bring
first.
him in here? Do you
Yeah,
want me to
bring
just
him in. Bring him
right
in. Bring him in. Bro, you guys think Frank's gonna fuck me?
You got this. You got this. Just remember, when I get a badge, I'll treat you good, Carmine.
I fucking
Even if they lock you up in prison, I gotta go down there and beat you. You
Fine.
you start gang warfare. I'll remember you, Carmine.
You were around back in the UPD days, right, Frank?
Yup, I've been around since the beginning. You know,
You remember the shuffle when they, got rid of all the departments?
I've been through like 3 or 4 shuffles.
Well, the one just before this one.
Yes, I remember it.
Can you not? Fucker.
It's called getting cardio, Carmine. I'm progressive
Well,
now.
the one before this one, it's quite big. Huge department. We had over like 150 or something officers. All of them put in a pool. I remember you when you were in there. I was in it too. Stressful times. I saw you. I see you as a brother. I still do. I understand why you're doing what you're doing here today. You think before you sit's a criminal, a man of ill repute. I mean, you probably think has been arming the low-down crooks of the city.
With good reasons, too.
Shut the fuck up. But Frank, we've known each other so long. And you know how much I hate criminals. You think I'd go out of my way to help them?
No, I don't think you go out of your way to help them.
So what makes you think that I give a gun to them?
I just think you just didn't report your gun stolen, and there's a huge issue with people not doing that.
You really believe that?
You've reported all your other guns stolen.
Right there, see that? That there shows character. That shows that I'm a responsible gun owner. I make it a point to always report my gun stolen.
Consider the possibility that maybe he did report it stolen and an officer didn't do their job.
I've looked through all the reports. I've looked through anything involved.
Yeah, but if an officer doesn't do their job, there is no report.
Then he needs to come up and figure that up himself.
How
and then
how would my client know that? He's not an officer. He just tells the officer, hey, my gun was stolen. The officer says, yeah, I'll get to it. How would he know that? He's reported every other firearm stolen. Why would this be the first one that he did not report stolen?
I can't speak on that. I can't speak on behalf of someone else who potentially did or didn't do their job, though.
But you're making assumptions, Frank. You're assuming that I didn't do it, but there's a bunch of evidence suggesting I did.
Listen, I understand where you're coming from. I understand your argument.
Right Get my side there.
You good? You good, Bobby?
Wait, hold on. Just go a little bit forward. Go.
I look like a married couple right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm seeing someone, so. But okay, this is good.
I mean, you at least thinking about branching out, Slick?
No, I'm done with my hoe face.
Not even like for anyone else?
No. I was going through a hoe phase, and then Hazel told me if I didn't end it and pay a hoe tax to her, that she was going to tell Arya what I was doing.
What the fuck is a hoe tax?
Like I was hoeing around too much, and like in order to keep secrets, I had to pay $5,000 to.
I used to hoe around. I've had like 5 wives.
Wait, really?
Yeah, my first wife, Ocean, dumped me.
Wait,
that's true love.
That's how I found my current girlfriend because she wrenched me in the head. It is true love. Anyway, back to the matters at hand.
Frank, come on.
It's out of my hands. Nothing I can really do about it.
But there is. You could use common sense.
I mean, you could use common sense. You could have reported the gun stolen.
I did. I'm telling you I did.
When?
Who did you report it to, Carmine?
It was Cornwood, and this was around when the prison was still active, right?
Yeah.
Early May?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Well, around that time, I recall reporting my gun stolen to Cornwood and Aziz.
God rest his soul. He was a good man.
Can't really question Aziz on it. I mean,
Well, I'm telling you who I reported the gun stolen to.
How could you, in good faith, try and lock up a man who served his country, honorably discharged from the Department of Corrections, with honors, with medals?
Was it honorably discharged?
Yes. Yes, he was. A man who has reported every other firearm stolen. You know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like a dispatcher or an officer did not do their job in properly documenting the firearm, because Carmine would have had no idea that it wasn't documented properly. How would he? He is a civilian. What sounds like to me is the LSPD was slacking on their job. I mean, we all know the LSPD slacks a lot.
No. See, you could twist it around and say Carmine's the one slacking,
Here's the thing. I got a track record of, how many reports do I have?
3.
There was another shooting you also had me for, apparently. One of my guns. And that gun was retrieved Why wasn't that gun handed back to me?
I could tell you.
I mean, if they're charged
Seems
for the
like-
crime and they're prosecuted and there's no ongoing case,
If the gun was used, though, they can't give it back.
they can. They can if there's a verdict given, okay, and charges are pressed and the court proceedings, all that's over with. They have a duty to give me my possessions back. But they didn't do that.
No, that gun was used to shoot cops.
And that gun is still given back.
No, sir.
That's
Not
That's
my
not what they
knowledge.
do.
That's how that works.
No. I feel like giving back a gun that's been used would just, you know.
Are you sure
muddy
that's
up
what
any
your
evidence.
SOPs state? Or whatever code of conduct it is you guys follow?
But I thought a gun could go back after 30 days. Is that not?
Apparently not.
Well, I mean, for this, it hasn't even been 30 days when this gun was recovered. It's been like 28, give or take.
How
This
can
gun was
you-
recovered on 5/23, and it's
How can you,
6/21
in
now.
good faith, lock up this innocent 80-pound, scrawny, weak, non-muscular, BMI of probably 10, frail Italian man? You know, he
Big
wouldn't
head,
survive.
no thoughts behind that
Mhm.
face.
He wouldn't survive a day in prison. Look at him. If anybody even
Yeah, he's
blew
not budging.
in his direction, he'd probably just fly away. He's just so scrawny and tiny. You're sending him to a death sentence. They'd kill him in
I
there.
mean, but what happened all the times when he worked in the prison? What was different?
You know what's crazy about that gun? If it goes back to May, it probably got stolen from me in the line of duty, Frank.
You know,
you
listen,
know how the prison is.
I get it. I understand the prison
You know
is.
they threw us into the fucking deep, right? With the pack of wolves. You guys arrest them, you send them over to prison. You know who cares what happens? But we had to deal with that. BBMC, Manor, Hydra, Changa, you name a gang, and I promise you we've had negative altercations with them.
And I beat their ass, too.
And we had zero police help, zero help from any form of government. It was just us. Maybe we got a paycheck and keys, and that's it, Frank. And I'm in the middle of all that, fighting for my dear life. If
And
I'd
I'm
known
also
that,
fighting for my
if
dear
I'd
life,
known
too.
that my services to the state would be repaid by me
And
being
my services,
vilified
too.
like this for doing my job, you know, I would have made a report myself if I was given access on the MDT like you could. If you get robbed as an officer, don't you report it yourselves?
Yeah.
I wish I was given that opportunity.
Can't you see my client here is turning around his life, recently expunged, and something that happened close to a month ago is coming back? Let's be honest here. This
No,
man has
that's-
reported 5/17 first shooting close to a month ago. Let's
Yes,
be
but
honest
there's
here.
other shootings that have happened since then.
You know, an officer didn't do their job properly because we know the LSP doesn't
I
do
mean,
their
Bobby,
job properly.
we don't know that. Maybe they messed up. Maybe they forgot. You know, these things happen. I'm not the one pointing a
That's-
finger, though.
The last
That's not
time
a
this
good
gun was
sound.
used was
Probably today, since you apprehended whoever it was that had it today. Who was it, by the way?
no, I can't say.
What do you mean?
Well, this will all be
we're gonna
made
find out
apparent
if
in
we
the
go to
court
bench
case.
trial.
Someone knows.
Well, I think we should. I mean, look, we probably should just request a bench
This
trial, right?
gun-
And-
Yes. If you would you like a bench trial, Carmine? Is this what we're gonna do?
No, I want me and you to get to an understanding, Frank. We don't need to go through this. I've told you my side of the story. You're a good cop. You work on good faith. Do you really believe those charges you're pressing on me are charges I've earned?
I mean, I don't believe you did any of the other things, but due to how the charge is written,
Right.
you'd be found.
We would like to speak
Wait.
to the highest ranking on duty.
Wait. Frank, what you just went over was the whole thing Soze was, or you remember Soze or Boss? Whole spirit of the
Remember
law,
Soze?
letter of the law. You can read the law and you can take it verbatim, but at the end of those laws were put in place to police certain activities. And you know I didn't commit what you're accusing me of. And because the way it's written, because a cop might have forgot, because the right paperwork didn't end up where it was supposed to, you're just gonna throw me under the bus like this.
Mr. Carmine, my hands are tied.
They're not.
We need
They're
to speak.
not.
We need to speak to your supervisor.
I don't believe they're available at the moment. We just had a
Well, tell him to get down here.
so-
Tell him to get down here right now. The assistant chief.
I don't believe they're going to come and want to talk. I believe they're
Yes,
going to tell me.
they will. It is my client's right.
I don't believe it's his right to speak to like someone above me. You know, it's his right to a bench trial and a speedy trial.
Wait,
not
I
right
can't
to
ask
appeal.
for. I can't ask for superior.
I don't believe one is available at the moment.
There should
Well, then
be.
ask them. You don't think that they're available. Well, why don't you ask them to see if they're available?
I'd like to speak to superior, Frank.
I will. You know what? I'll go find a superior. Hold on.
Thank you.
Ruby.
Wait, so
Oh
I'm
my
still confused,
God.
okay? Look, you reported that first gun stolen, right? And then they found it,
Carmine,
and they somehow
That
linked it
man-
back to March.
that man is not the man that you once knew. He's with the bourgeois now, Carmine. The elite. Trying to
Bobby,
take
when
down the man.
listen, when the superior's in here and I try to appeal to
I'm
them,
going to talk.
no, you're not.
Carmine, trust
Shut
me.
the fuck up, Bobby. You're too aggressive.
It's,
You're way too
It's my job
aggressive.
to be aggressive.
No, you're
that's
gonna
how being
fuck
a legal
me.
aid works.
You're gonna fuck me, Bobby.
Okay,
You're
let's
gonna
be
make
honest,
them
this
fucking
Z
throw up
story
their
isn't gonna work.
defense.
This
Make
Z story isn't going to work.
You think Cornwood would vouch for you?
I don't fucking
Oh.
know.
Hey, how's it going?
No, Jimbo, how you
Go
doing? How you doing?
Oh
Jimbo, you want me to
my
rub your back, suck your dick, anything?
God.
Can you go back to that side of the table, please?
Of course.
Oh my god.
Yes. What? You had a question?
Did I do good, Slick?
Bro.
You glazed just perfectly enough.
Hey Jimbo, how's it going?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you, Carmine? Sounds like I'm having a little better day than you.
Yeah, some could say that. You were the liaison for the prison, you remember that?
I was, yeah.
You know why they got me in here?
Because you had your firearm either stolen or gave it to someone and did not report it stolen.
I did, Jimbo.
Two?
2 officers, Jimbo.
Who?
Early May, Jimbo.
Who?
Mid-May. It was mid-May.
Yeah, who?
Jimbo, I got a history, Officer Cornwood, Deputy Cornwood.
You mean Captain Cornwood?
Captain Cornwood, yes, your captain.
What about him?
He wasn't, I don't think he wasn't the captain at this time, was he?
No, he wasn't, but
He wasn't
it
cap-
doesn't matter.
This was before the election.
Mm-hmm.
Jimbo, how long have I known you?
I'll tell you a while.
We've known each other a while, huh? You were
Unfortunately,
CPD, right?
I was.
BCSO before that?
Yeah.
PBSO too?
PBSO after that. Yep.
Other stuff. Huh?
LSPD for like a drink of water.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Those are good times, huh?
It was something.
'Cause I understand you can like undermine Mr. Williams.
I can, yeah.
No, you can't. You would do that,
I could, yeah.
but you're not gonna do that.
Probably not.
Probably get dapped to some shit.
No, I can just do what I want. Been doing that for the whole life.
Jimbo, I'm not guilty of what I stand accused of, Jimbo.
Okay.
I'm
that's
literally,
fine.
I'm 2 days away from hopefully getting a PD application.
Okay.
I'm at the finish line, Jimbo.
Explain it to me. Who'd you report the gun stolen to?
I reported the gun stolen. This was probably in the midst of Dogtown at its peak when every gang wanted us fucking dead. And we were at our backs up against the corner fighting for our fucking lives with civilian issued firearms. There have been a couple moments where I've been overpowered by the inmate population because, people ramp in, etc.
Yep.
And, you know, I was a little, I was a little, you know, I was a little brazen. I didn't want police to help me when the prison was taken over.
Mm-hmm.
But I always reported my gun stolen if anything like that happened.
Bobby, can you go to the other side of the room, please?
So what I'm trying to say is I've had a lot of guns stolen.
Okay.
And it's because of my line of work. Previous line of work, sorry. As a warden at the prison.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I've ever had a gun stolen, I've always reported it. Always.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have I don't even know how many stolen reports you have of mine. You got a bunch. I'm trying to tell Frank, he's not budging, that I got a track record of reporting this gun stolen all the time. And the one time that he thinks there isn't a gun stolen report out there, he thinks it's my fault. Jimbo, be honest with yourself. If I came to you and I said, hey, Jimbo, I had a gun stolen, you wouldn't fucking take the report. You'd tell me to go fuck myself.
No, I would take the report.
I've gone to so many cops, double-checked, triple-checked, made sure I had... Like, the only people I'm actually certain will lock in a gun report stolen are usually the dispatchers. But God forbid, the one time I tell a cop, I get fucked like this. And it was earlier than that. I remember during my civil war with Bobby, I also reported my gun stolen to a female officer. I think her name might have been Avery or some shit. Is that there? And before that, I reported my gun stolen to, I think was it Nakota? I might have not been Nakota. Might have been Suarez. I don't fucking know. But I always report my gun stolen, Jimbo. Frank Williams was talking about the letter of the law. What happened to the spirit of the law, Jimbo? We need some more spirit in here.
That's when we do a dance number.
Wait a second.
Oh shit! I think it worked.
You think?
Holy shit!
I thought you was gonna say Aziz.
He would have fucking started crying.
Oh yeah, he would have freaked out. One time I called him about Aziz, and he just started yelling.
Yeah.
Did he walk you through it, Carmine?
No, I spoke to my lawyer.
I think it'd be helpful. Let's just go through this like chronologically.
Okay, so Carmine's first gun that we have a report for was reported on 325 as stolen or missing.
Right.
That's fine. The gun was then recovered on, I believe, 525.
And it's not related to that 517 event, I'm assuming, right? Okay.
No, that is a completely different casing variation.
Okay.
Carmine's next potential gun was not reported and stolen. He had another gun stolen. And to be honest, I think it's even negligent enough that he didn't have the serial numbers for either guns, but that's, not here nor there. Another one was reported stolen on 6/4 and 6/20. But this gun has been used in crimes dating back to over a month. So,
517 is the first date for that, right? Was it 514 or 517 was the first day?
17. So on 517, this gun casing, the casing matching this gun that I am charging Carmine with, that was found on someone else last night,
right,
was used to shoot up the toe area along Alta.
Okay.
So that's when this gun first became hot in the PD's terms. It was used in a crime. There was no reports of a stolen firearm anywhere around this time.
Wouldn't it be earlier? Are you sure that there's no reports going back further? Because I'm pretty sure I've reported more.
100% sure. You've had other incidents.
I'm a ritualistic gun stolen reporter. The moment it's stolen, I rush to the prison.
I have checked every report with your name on it, dating back 3 months. Except for the
Can you not date back further than 3 months?
There's no other reports.
There's nothing further than 3 months.
No.
Are you sure? That
can't
be true.
Firearms stolen.
That can't be true. There has to be way more than 3 months. I worked at the prison for 4+ months. Part of the prison job is that you get your gun stolen occasionally.
Yeah, that never happened to my gun. I never got stolen. Carmine just a bitch.
Oh, shut up.
Oof, that yeah. So
What?
the gun was used in a crime on 5/17. There are no other reports for Carmine for stolen firearms. There's 3 firearms total that have been reported.
Do you know the officer
There is
names for
nowhere
each
there are
report?
3 fucking firearms.
Well, okay,
reported.
how about this? If you can tell us the officer names for the 3 reports, maybe it'll jog your memory if you talk to like another officer that you
2
reported
were
the gun to.
dispatchers, and then Akron, I believe it is a dispatcher. Yes, they are a dispatcher.
Okay, so all 3 were dispatch, or
Uh,
Oh, that's actually kind of.
Right, I'm never reporting gun stolen to cops ever again, dude.
this one was a receptionist.
Are cops not supposed to take gun reports?
No, we do. I take
Well,
that reports all
why?
the time if someone gives them.
I tell dispatchers, cops every time I have a gun stolen. I've had gun stolen before 3 months. I've had like
The notes of this one was very difficult to just get specific details from Carmine.
what?
This entire report reads group of people all blocked out, one taller than another, a small one, a fat one, and a skinny one.
That was recently.
Yeah, that's from the 4th.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like way further back than that.
No,
Before the
there's no
BCSO was a thing.
No,
I've reported
The
gun
only
stolen
one?
countless times, dude. I'm telling you.
I'm giving you everything here. The earliest firearm charge and the easiest firearm you've ever reported stolen was from 3/25.
Bobby, could you check the legislation on Dogtown? What date it was?
It was March 10th. I remember it.
March 10th. How many months ago is that?
3, I think.
It was a little over
months,
3.
a little over 3 months, 3.5,
Yeah.
roughly.
I know that day off the top of my head. It was the best day of my life when I got my prison, March 10th.
Well, on that date onwards, I've at least reported six guns stolen, maybe more. You know how Dogtown is lawless, right?
Yeah, I'm aware of what the prison was like.
I'm gonna say something.
Very aware of what the prison was like.
I'll let you know something now. In the prison, and only in the prison, I allowed other guards to use my firearms to defend themselves. It's not an illegal act. It's in the prison. And I've, every time a gun goes missing in the armory, every time a gun is stolen, anything like that, I made an effort to fucking report it. I've reported it to cops and dispatchers alike.
This one was never reported.
I'm telling you it was.
Listen, you've never even given a serial number for any of these guns that have gone missing, Carmine.
I've never been asked to give serial numbers. I didn't even know they fucking had that.
Yes, each gun has its own imprinted serial number on the side of it when you buy it.
If I had known, I probably would have given it.
Oh.
You just got to do bench trial, I think.
We just got to do bench trial.
Well, I think here's the other thing too, right? If it got stolen in prison, the thing is like a person in that situation wouldn't get charged for stealing his gun in prison because
Who do you remember
Crane has
giving
said
your
it
guns
is
to?
a lawless
Who do you remember
land.
reporting your guns to?
So
It still needs to be reported stolen, though.
Carmine,
Yeah,
what
and I
officer
do, I
remember?
do, because I know if that gun is used outside the prison, it's still a crime.
And that gun was used outside the prison for
And I
multiple
re-
incidents.
And every time a gun is stolen, I report it, Frank. I'm telling you.
All right, let's get down to what's going to go on here. Are we going to send you up, or do you want to contest this at a bench trial, or do you want to appeal it at a later date?
Bro.
We've been here for quite a while now, so I figured we should either I should try and pick a judge to see if one is available.
All right, I'll take it to a bench trial.
Okay, let me get my roll.
I have a plan of attack. Carmine, come over here. Carmine, what officers do you remember reporting your gun
Probably
stolen?
shouldn't have spoke to
We're
him.
gonna call up those officers. We're
I
gonna
should have
use them as a
just
witness.
asked for a bench. I didn't think Frank was gonna be this stubborn on
Carmine?
it, but give it a minute.
Are you there? Oh,
Yeah, I'm here. Just give it a minute.
I'll step outside. You guys can talk for a minute. I'll let you know if the judge, lets me know if they're available.
yep, sounds good.
Let's get. I think we. How many witnesses are we allowed for bench?
No more than
Including-
two.
Does that include Carmine if he testifies?
No. Well, yeah, like two.
I need
plus
to
him.
think of a cop I can remember giving a gun stolen report to.
Slacks, I think.
Reported a gun stolen to Slacks?
I think that you've reported. I think we should call up Slacks and be like, "Hey, has Carmine ever reported a gun stolen?" I vividly remember you talking to a cop.
Here's the thing: if
one time.
if a cop admits I reported a gun stolen to them, okay,
Yeah, but they're not going to
it
do
means
that
they're gonna
because
get
then
daps. They're gonna get in
yeah,
trouble.
Exactly. So they're
Yeah,
not
but
gonna
it
do that
doesn't
shit.
matter, Carmine. I'm gonna be honest. I know that you've reported way more than
Well,
three guns stolen.
Slacks,
I've
motherfucker. You
reported-
think Slacks is gonna throw himself on the chopping block to agree
I think
with
that
this?
he would.
All
I
right,
think
then
that he
call him.
would.
All right, then call him.
They're gonna say I don't remember. I don't recall. It was so long ago. I don't remember.
Okay. Well then,
think that
I
Slacks
don't
would. He has
remember
integrity.
versus I do remember Trump's, right?
Okay.
He's not gonna deny it. We'll see. Call him. Someone call him. Call Slacks.
Right.
If
I'm
we can
gonna
get
call him right
one
now.
cop to say I reported a gun stolen to them and they forgot if they put it in or not. The only other person I can think of is Suarez.
Well, that's not gonna work in your favor.
Well, he used to be a cop. I'll just say, when did he get fired?
I don't know, honestly.
All right, Carmine, I gotta put you in cuffs.
Is there a judge?
Yeah,
See there.
Who is it?
I think
I
it's.
gotta talk to you about something. Do you ever remember Carmine?
think it's
reporting a gun
Gatsby.
Stolen to you? A gun stolen
Okay.
to you?
Hey, how's it going, Judge Gatsby?
I'm a little disappointed that we're even here, Carmine.
Wait till you hear why.
I sure do hope that you have a very convincing reason. Are you ready to move ahead, Mr. Richards, or do you need time to confer with your client?
I think we're ready to move ahead.
Okay. Mr. Charles, so long as you behave yourself, you may act as a legal
It's
aid
on them
to
to
Mr.
prove I didn't
Richards.
report it stolen,
The
right?
second you step out of line, you
If
will
I
be
say I
removed
did
from
report it
this courtroom.
stolen,
Do you
and
understand?
reported
I
it
mean, they have to
stolen.
prove
Yeah,
it
of
beyond a
course.
reasonable doubt. If we can
Thank you.
instill some reasonable doubt that you
In that
did,
case, we are calling
What
Do you
this
get some? No,
into
witnesses.
session.
Witnesses. Fuck. We're not done. Is that it?
I don't
Today
really
is
have
June
any witnesses
21st,
though.
2024.
Slacks
The
wouldn't do it.
time
I don't know what
is
other officer.
9:20.
I gotta
One
go
was
in my
not
head.
around.
Gatsby.
What did
Standard
Slacks
time,
say?
and this
Tell
is
that in
a
my
bench
head.
trial for Carmine
Slacks isn't
Costello.
willing to. he
Mr.
doesn't remember.
Costello, I am going to
Then
read
call
off
him
your
as a witness
charges.
then.
Please enter a plea
doesn't
of
remember,
guilty
though.
or
He's gonna
not
say he doesn't
guilty
remember.
as I read them off. 1 count, criminally negligent ownership of a firearm. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
2 counts, accessory to criminal use of a firearm. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
2 counts, accessory to
Yeah.
attempted murder of a
Go in my
government
head. If I
employee.
get
How
yelled
do you
at, just
plead?
tell Gatsby.
Not guilty.
Okay. Okay.
For the record, that is a not guilty plea to all charges, correct?
I'm in court, second floor.
Will everyone who
Did we
is
not call any
testifying please
witnesses?
raise your left hand?
You want to testify?
Yeah,
Mr.
Bobby.
Costello, I'd ask that you raise your left hand just in case you choose to. Do you swear and affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and
Alright, put your
against
hand up.
penalties of perjury,
We
so
have any
help
witnesses?
you airborne?
I
Yes,
swear.
I swear.
Okay, in that case, Officer Williams, when you're ready with your testimony, please.
Okay. During my course of being on duty yesterday, we arrested one subject of Rami El Rahman with a firearm. The serial number on the firearm came back to one Mr. Carmine Costello. After running the casings in that gun, I come back to 4 different reports within the last 30 days of different incidents, 2 being criminal use of firearms and 2 being attempted murders of a gun employee. I went through all the stolen gun reports that Carmine has ever reported stolen. His first gun was ever reported stolen on, one second, let me pull it up, on 3/25/24. It was reported stolen to our dispatch, Jordan Ackridge. It was later retrieved on, one second. It was later retrieved on 5/23. He has not reported another firearm missing since then, up until 6/4/2024 and 6/20/2024. But before that time frame, his gun was used in multiple incidences, multiple felonious incidences of either shooting cops or just, general shootings.
Bro, I don't want to meme. That's
it is
why.
my belief that he failed to report that specific weapon stolen in a timely manner. And at that point, we are now here today.
Okay. Defense, do you have any questions for the officer?
Yes, Your Honor. Okay. So question about what was the date of the first incident with this gun?
1 second, let me pull it up for you. I believe that would come back to 5/17/2024 there was a report before that, but that was promoted to an incident, so I can't see the date on that. But
okay.
Very much right around the day of 5/17, there was a casing matching this gun that we have now in our custody was used in a shooting.
Okay. So I just want to make sure chronologically I've got this right. First gun reported stolen that you have a report for was 3/25.
Correct.
Found on 5/23, right?
I believe it was 5/25. Let me double check. No, it is 5/23. You're correct.
Okay. And then the first incident okay, let me back up. That gun can be ruled out, right? It doesn't apply
yes,
to. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
That gun was found during an OIS on the 23rd of May, and was taken and logged into custody.
Okay. So the gun from 6/4 has it been found yet?
No.
Is it possible that this could be that gun that he reported?
It is hard to say with an accurate definition, but I would say no, as the gun that is currently we are talking about has been used in crimes spanning over 30 plus days.
Right. And that first incident was 5/17. Is that
correct?
Okay. So just a couple weeks before that was reported, the gun was reported stolen, or the last report from 6/4. Is that
correct? There has not been a gun was reported stolen at 6/4, but nothing before that up until the 3/25 or whatever it was back in March.
Okay.
Which was recovered.
So it is entirely possible that the gun reported on 6/4 could be the gun from 5/17. Just reported a bit late.
I would still say that your client had a duty to report the gun in a timely manner.
Is there anything in the charge that says there's a timeline for that?
Nope.
Could he have been in the ICU? Could he have been
nope.
unable to report it?
Nope.
Do you know for a fact that was the case?
I mean, we can subpoena Mr. Carmine's medical records and get a history of that. And if you would like to go down that route, I don't believe we have the time as we're in a bench trial. But I have seen your client multiple times over the past 30 plus days.
Well, could that have happened before? Could that have happened before obtaining a warrant, though?
Repeat your question.
I mean, why didn't that happen before a warrant was issued?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, before you issue a warrant, shouldn't it be your job to be thorough in your investigation?
I did. We've had 0 reports from the date that the weapon was first used up until the date that the weapon was found. There was 2 reports, but they were after when the gun was first used in a criminal offense.
Okay. Is it possible that he could have reported the gun, but an officer failed to take a report?
I can't speak on that. I cannot speak on what another officer might or might not have done.
Okay. Is it
there were no serial numbers attached to any of these reports. Your client never gave a single serial number to the police as well about any of his weapons.
Okay, but it's not out of the realm of possibilities that he could have reported it.
Again, I can't speculate, and I would like to not speculate on something another officer may or may not have done. I could speculate to what I had done and what I have not done.
Okay, and okay, so yeah, at this time, are you aware of what my client's occupation was?
You mean when he was working in Dogtown?
Yes.
The prison?
Right.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
And you're aware that, as per Chief Justice Alan Crane, that is a lawless land?
Just because he misses a firearm there does not mean that he has an excuse to not report it stolen to the police. You know, if the gun had stayed in there and only been in prison, then that'd be one thing. But the gun has been used multiple times outside of the prison to shoot other civilians, gang members, other members of the public. You know, multiple times, spanning 30 plus days.
Okay.
So,
does my client have a pattern of reporting stolen firearms, though?
I would say yes. He's reported 3 missing in total. 2 this month alone.
Okay. Okay, let me confer with co-counsel and my client, see if we have any more questions. Does he have any more questions? Anything you think to be pointed out? Just trying to cast at least a little bit of reasonable doubt.
I don't want to make like an affirmative defense where I have to prove.
Yeah, because then you're the burden of proof. Yeah.
I'm wondering if I go up there on the stand and I say I've reported it many times. I don't know. The cops, do I have to prove I reported it to cops?
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, you can just say, look, like, I remember reporting it stolen, you know, and I like
vague.
What they're gonna say though is like it's your response. Like the judge is gonna say it's your responsibility to get a report number. You know, I don't know. It's just a kind of a fucked up situation. Are there any question? I mean, I'm just trying to like poke some holes in this. I know I'm like asking him to speculate a bit, but. I mean, I think the biggest thing here is it could have been the 6.4 gun, but then Cass was going to say like you should have reported that.
Yeah, I'd probably still get hit with the misuse of a license, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what the law is for this gun license shit?
Yeah, it's criminally negligent ownership of a firearm. A few more moments, Your Honor.
This is a very serious consequence that your client is facing. Take the time that you need.
Yeah, it's criminally negligent ownership. That's why I was trying to point out that there's no timeline, but they're going to say that you should have gotten a report number, because it says ensure that a report is documented in writing. So unfortunately, it is kind of like your burden to get a report number, even if they fucked you or not. Like.
So, I have to either choose and say I reported it earlier, or say I reported it like super late.
Yeah. Either way, it's kind of hard, right? Because there's no. What she's gonna say is like, if you reported it early, she's gonna be like, it was your responsibility to get the report number, make sure that was all good. And then if you say report it late, she's going to say, okay, well, like it was your responsibility to do that sooner.
I'm afraid if I say early, she's going to hit me with, why didn't you get the serial number? That's your duty. You're a gun owner.
Yeah.
If I say, what if I just say both?
That's why I was trying to like just throw things out there to see like what stuck. But I mean, you do maybe have a stronger case for saying that you report it later because it's only a few weeks later. They will probably, I mean, that's the thing, right? They didn't take the time to see if you were in the ICU. So there's at least some reasonable doubt that either you were in the ICU, you didn't, or you were in your apartment or something happened.
I was in the ICU. I remember it was after the Civil War. I was in the ICU. There's probably a medical report.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll say I was in the ICU. I forgot.
Okay.
And then at some point I remembered. Someone reminded me that I bought a gun. I completely blacked out buying the gun.
Okay.
And then I reported it after. Wait, what did that report?
I don't have. We don't have the reports for.
Wait, but does that report have a date on it?
Wait, which one?
Ask him the one you were referring to. Ask him what that report states.
The 6-4 report?
Yeah, what does it say? If I give a date in that report, then we can't go for that.
Okay, let me see.
It said I was like really vague.
I've got another question. For the 6-4 report, what are the details of that report? I don't have it, so I'm just curious.
Second, let me pull it up. The entire report reads, as was taken from Carmine, Carmine was at the gas station when 5, 4, or 6 people came with their wrenches or knives and robbed him of his gun. Stolen items was a firearm 1911. It was very difficult to get specific details from Carmine, as written by the person who wrote the report.
Okay.
There's no, there's no serial number logged here.
Yeah. Okay. Is there, like, in that report, is there a date that he states it got taken from him? No. Okay.
Nope.
Okay. Okay. I mean, is it entirely possible that it could have been that gun and then the officer just failed to document the date? Well, actually, no, strike that question. I know it's causing you to speculate. So, yeah, strike that question.
Well, I could phrase it a different way. I mean, I feel like your client should have checked back with the person who were, it's on him to come back and check to make sure that the reports are properly filed. I mean, I believe he can ask for any report that would pertain to him, to make sure that they're done properly. He can get a lawyer and, get the reports and share those, I do believe, it is on him to double check that someone has taken the report and someone has properly filed all the information. It is very much, yes, an officer does take the information, but I believe it's on him that he should be following up as well to do his own due diligence.
Okay. I mean, I guess this is a point of order. I don't want to testify. I can say this at closing, but the charge only requires that an individual ensure there's a report, not that they have to go through, all the hoops of making sure that an officer thoroughly completes that report.
But I mean, that would mean that he would need to ensure that a report has actually been done.
Well, I'm watching this to see how.
If there's no report done, there's no report.
No, I guess the point is, yeah. I mean, look, I don't want to. Again, I don't want to testify.
It's fine. I get it.
Let me. Any other questions?
Oh my God.
I'm gonna save it till closing because it's there's no date on that report, the 6-4 report, obviously. So it could have been the gun that was taken and used at the 5/17 incident. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I just don't listen.
I know.
I don't know what the fuck to say if I go up there.
Honestly, I don't even think you need to go up there. I don't even think you should testify because then you might self-incriminate. I just think they don't have ICU records. It's better you don't speak to it because then we're going off the evidence presented here and there's a lot of what ifs. They can't account for where you were at the time, if you were in ICU or anything like that. If they wanted to press a warrant and, they have the opportunity to say, no, we need to take it to docket case or take it to docket so that we can investigate more. And they didn't do that. So,
okay.
I think we just rest and I point out the inconsistencies. But ultimately, this is this is, a serious thing for you. So if you want to testify, you can, but I don't think you need to.
While you guys talk about it, I'm going to answer this phone call.
You want me to just rest?
Let me think. The issue with saying the cops didn't file it properly comes down to if you read this charge, wrong one, The charge it literally reads it's up to the gun license holder to make sure it's filed correctly.
Carmine's thing. What did he get in trouble for?
That a report is documented in writing.
He had a gun stolen, or he stole a gun?
A member of PD, receptionist staff, and ensure that a report is documented in writing. Yeah, wait, you know the criminally negligent ownership of a firearm?
Yeah.
It says I need to ensure that the documents are in writing.
Yeah, in writing. But you don't need to do anything extra other than
What if
literally
what if
they
I
just
get a verbal?
report.
What if I get a verbal cop telling me, "Hey, yes, I did it. I wrote it down. It's done."
I mean, do you have that?
Verbal. What if Yeah, I have it.
Who?
Cornwood and his is.
Sorry, it's just you reach stupid.
Oh, what? I mean, like, what day would you say that you reported it stolen? So, like, okay, I would say, do you remember having this gun?
I'll say I was working at the prison early May. Okay.
Okay.
I recall it because there was a civil war in the prison.
Right.
My gun was stolen after one of the fights, and I went and I reported it to Cornwood and Aziz.
Okay.
It's on your bicep, like when you flex it,
Okay.
flex his tail.
And I remember Aziz telling me verbatim that he wrote it down and that it is done.
What tattoo do you have,
Okay.
Scotty?
And then you can say you also reported a gun stolen on the 4th.
Yes.
And then we'll literally just limit it to that so that we don't open up we don't open
Let's
up a
go.
large cross. Yeah,
Okay,
let's go for
alright.
it. Okay.
All right.
Okay. You sure you're okay with that?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay. Your Honor, we have no. Oh, shit. No further questions, Your Honor.
All right. Officer
Email me a picture of it.
I have no
Frank,
questions for Carmine or the lawyer.
Carmine cooked?
that wasn't what I was going to ask. I was going to ask if there's
sorry.
anything else that you want to go over before you rest and hand it over to them.
I guess I would just like to cite the timeline of events. Carmine had a weapon stolen or missing in March, was recovered in May. The current gun we're talking about had a string of incidents starting from May 17th, give or take maybe a day or two, due to a report becoming an incident. Yes, Carmine did report a weapon stolen on 6/4, but I believe Carmine had a due diligence to report this gun that we're talking about now missing when he realized it was gone. If he has a track history of reporting weapons stolen, then he would have reported this weapon stolen as well. I would not have forgotten about it.
Yeah, I'd get it on my chest.
I believe that's kind of like
Yeah, you gotta rep what you believe in.
it.
Okay. So do you rest at this time?
Yes, I do.
All right. Defense, will your client be testifying?
He will, Your Honor. Yeah, it's not a bad point.
All right.
Garrison-
Carmine, you're aware of what it means to waive your right against self-incrimination?
Yes, Your
You
Honor.
haven't forgotten? Okay.
Yes.
Then when you are ready, are you going to be giving a narrative or will your counsel be asking you questions?
Just give a narrative. Just like limit the scope.
Brief
that way.
narrative.
All right, let's hear it.
Your Honor, I have a track record of consistently and continuously reporting any and all guns that I have stolen. I make it a point of it. I used to work at the prison, Dogtown, and that line of work it's very there's a lot of risks involved. A lot of people that hate you, and as you know, we were cut off from the state supplying us other than a wage and keys. It was pretty much us against the entire criminal world. So in that line of work, there were occasions where we do get outnumbered and outgunned. All they need to do is jump over a cliff and that's it, they're in. That is why I've had a lot of my weapons stolen. We're like a police force isolated on an island and we're told to deal with it. And I made it, even during then, I made an effort of reporting my gun stolen every time they were stolen. I reported my gun stolen to several officers and dispatchers. Every time my gun is stolen, I always reach back out to the officer or dispatcher that did it, and I get a verbal confirmation that they've done it. So I never thought a day like this would come. The only 2 times I can think of around the period of the date he has given was one day in Dogtown. There was a war, and my gun was stolen off of me. And I approached both Officer Cornwood. He was an officer at the time, I believe, Cornwood, and Aziz, and they both assured me verbally that the gun was reported and that they had the paperwork done for it and everything. I don't know if this is the gun, but from what Frank is telling me, there is apparently no paper trail of this. And then there was another gun I reported stolen. It was after a stint I was in the ICU. This was around the same time I was attacked by, I think it was the BBMC. I'm not too sure. I was critical. I was in the ICU for a couple days. After the fact, I'll be honest, due to my head trauma, I completely forgot about my weapons. A weapon I purchased. But it was only after the fact that someone reminded me that I was attacked. I didn't remember the details at all, but I'm pretty sure it was around that time.
Okay, is that all of your testimony?
No, there's yes, that's all. I fucked up.
All right. Counsel, do you have questions for him?
I fucked up with the BBMC shit.
No question. No questions, Your Honor.
I fucked up with the BBMC
All right.
shit.
Prosecution, any questions for him?
Oh God!
No,
Why
I
did
don't
I?
believe so.
Oh wait, he's
All
not.
right, I have some questions. Who issued your weapons license?
My weapon license was issued to me by Crane.
Was that after being given a test or after being employed by DOC?
That was after being employed by DOC.
All right. So you never took a weapons license test, is that correct?
No, I did not. She might save me.
All right.
She's throwing me a lifeline.
I think I've heard all I need to hear. You can step down.
She's throwing me a lifeline. I think she just saved us. Wait, I think she saved us. I think she
Confirm you
saved
did have
us.
a license, right?
I am going to go to the back to
Wait,
deliberate.
I think this is good.
It will take a few
Did
moments.
she save us?
But it shouldn't take too long.
The rat can get me
Yeah,
a
I
job
think
if
this
find
judge
somebody
just
wanna do it.
fucking saved us,
It's a
dude.
simple operation.
I think
Dead rats.
if
We gotta go
that's more of a wait. So Crane didn't didn't
I got
like,
I got the gun license because I had a job at the
Holy
DOC, so I wasn't
shit.
trained. I wasn't informed on any of this. So she literally just got a solid argument for us.
shit.
You think
Holy
she saved
shit!
us?
Yeah, because you never had to explain the charge or stand your ground to Crane.
No, nothing.
Oh fuck!
I was just
so you
given
wouldn't
gun
even.
license.
So you technically wouldn't even be aware of this charge.
Yes.
Oh fuck!
Do you think she saved us?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
If this is the case, she's gonna remove my gun license now, regardless.
Which is fine as long as you that's worst case scenario or that's best case scenario, right? She removes your license, but you don't have to take on the charge.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. I
Which
mean, I
is
hope
good.
so.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh shit, that was.
Oh please.
Oh fuck.
Oh please.
Oh fuck.
Oh please.
I don't
oh,
know that
God.
this was a good thing.
Oh God.
Yeah, she said that's all I needed to
Hey,
hear and just
this-
went to
this-
deliberation.
This might be bad timing, but my retainer is
All right, we're back in
$70,000.
session. Carmine, at this point in time, your ass is being saved by the negligence of the city council.
Oh my
Yes. Thank
Your
God, City
weapons
Council.
license that was given to you in employment of DOC is not a civilian weapons license. You should never have been able to purchase any weapons at an ammunition or outside of a DOC armory. The fact that you were was an oversight from the mayor himself.
Thank you, Max.
Potentially, the
Max,
Chief
thank
Justice,
you. We
whom I will
love
be
you,
making
Max.
aware of this.
Can we still say I won this for you, please?
You did not take a civilian weapons license test. You did not go through the strenuous parameters needed to get that license, but you were also not informed of the fact that your DOC weapons license was not valid as a civilian weapons license.
Go buy 10 guns. Buy 10
For this reason, I am going to be finding you not guilty of criminally negligent ownership and therefore not guilty of the crimes associated with your gun. However, you will be losing the weapons license that you currently have, and
Go
you'll
figure.
have 1 week to go through a weapons course with any PD member, after which you will come to me directly for your weapons test to get a civilian weapons license.
Ooh.
Is that understood?
Understood, Judge Gratsby.
All right. That is the verdict of this.
Oh
court,
my
and this
God.
case is dismissed.
Fucking naked.
Thank you, Your
Oh
Honor.
my God.
God damn it, fucking hate.
We're free.
Frank, it was an honor.
So just because
I need to go get a drink.
but did he still not possess a civilian weapon regardless?
I need to go get a fucking
I'm gonna go
drink.
buy like 10 guns.
Just so, I mean,
Oh God.